Do you need sales experience to become a mortgage broker? That's what we're going to unpack in this video today, because it's a question that a lot of people ask, and I understand why. So I wrote down 3 things on my whiteboard here, on my iPad anyway, about the 3 main things I've seen as a mortgage business coach that I have noticed over the time around this question specifically. And we're going to dive deep into them. So let's do into the first one. So the first one is, no, you actually don't need sales skills. You don't need them, but, and I will say this here, but it helps. So you went with this role is a sales role. And I think that's what a lot of people misunderstand when it comes to mortgages. They don't think that it's a sales role. They think, oh, okay, it's it's an advisory role because that word is in there. It's like more like maybe an accountancy type role where people, talk and they're going to be nice and be friendly, but it's not. It's a sales role. You are selling your services, you're selling yourself, and you are, if you're going to do it well, you're going to sell insurance to the client and cross-sell other products. So it is a sales role. And so you do have to be aware that you don't need sales experience, because if you get a role somewhere, you can learn sales stuff, you can train, you can do all that type of stuff, but it's going to help you come into the role if you've had some form of sales experience, as long as it's good. Obviously, there's bad sales experience out there, but that, you don't need it, but it does help. The second point then is that studying outside sources for sales training is going to be the way forward. So if you are coming into this role and you want to be successful at this and you want to do well, studying outside sales material, so books, courses, watching stuff that I do, that's always going to serve you significantly better than internal training, because the internal training of nearly all organizations, having done this for a long time at this point, nearly all organizations' internal sales training is awful, categorically terrible. Like, I have not seen personally an organization, they're going to get all butthurt here, but an organization that's got any real good sales training going on in their business internally. Because you get these sales managers, they think they're great, but they're just a broker who's done well and been promoted up. So no, it's not. You're going to want to, if you're serious about this job, go and seek out professionals either in the industry, and I also like this, outside of the industry too, who are good at sales, who can teach you the skills required for communication, for persuasion, for relating, for building rapport, all of those things, because they are very, very, very important. And I promise you, 5 names and a number and trying to talk them into whether or not they, like scare tactics, that's what you're going to be taught in the rest of the industry, and it's not going to serve you very well long term. Which then brings me to my third point, which is, without sales skills, this job is going to be very, very hard. So if you don't have them when you come into the industry, that's fine, but you want to develop them. And if you don't develop them and you're someone who says, I'm not a salesperson, I don't like this thing, I would tell you right now, don't do this job. Just don't do it. It's not worth getting yourself into this space if that is you. And the only reason I say that is because I get a lot of people who, even I work with now as a coach, as a business coach, when I take them through my mortgage business mastery system, and they come on, they're like, I'm not a salesperson. I'm like, yes, you are. And we'll beat that into them. Like, yes, you are. And so the job without it is going to be very, very difficult. It's very hard to make money without sales skills, because the real money in this job comes from insurance, okay? Most mortgage advisors are going to make double what they make in insurance income alone from their mortgage business. So if you're just living on mortgages and then maybe mortgage fees, and even that requires sales skills to sell it. So if you're mortgage only, you will not have a very good income, whether you're employed, self-employed, whatever. If you don't have sales skills in an employed role, they'll quickly move you out, because if you're not going to adopt it, they're paying you to make money, and if you're not making their money, they'll get rid of you. So if it's employed, that's going to be the case. If it's self-employed, you'll make no money. You need to be a salesperson. If you're a salesperson and you've learned those skills and you build those skills, I'm not saying you have to do it when you first got the job, but you do need to build up to that. If you do that, you will smash it. You will absolutely smash it, because that's what the role entails. But when you do it that way, you can earn a lot of money and have a very fulfilling career. But sales is all about those soft skills. And that's what I unpack. If you want to learn more about those and how they work and the skills every broker needs, check out this video on screen. It's one that I broke down that breaks down those soft skills brokers have. Give it a click.